Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Hello, dear students. Welcome to another lecture. Now, in this class, we are going to continue with chapter 8 of class 8 grammar book, Nagal and Co, which is tenses and its uses. In my last video, I had covered the first type of the present tense, which is the simple present tense. And in this video, we shall continue with the present continuous tense. We learn about its sentence structure and its uses. So, the present continuous tense, when we talk about a statement, what is the structure of the present continuous tense? The subject plus is, am, are plus the ing form of the verb. Now, is, am, are the helping verb that we are going to use in the present continuous tense are is, am, and are. We use is with singular pronouns or nouns such as he, she, and it. We use am with I, and with the plural pronouns or the plural nouns like you, we, they, we use are. For example, let us look at the table given below. The train is running at full speed. Now, my subject is the train, which is singular. That is why is used. Plus the ing form of the verb. I am revising my lessons. They are playing cricket. Boys are wasting their time. So, with the singular pronoun, we use is. With I, use am, and with the plurals, we use are and the ing form of the verb. When we talk about the interrogative sentences, now we all know that the moment we talk about the interrogative sentences, we use the helping verbs in place, right? Helping verb and the uses of the helping verb will remain the same. That is will be used with he, she, and it, and will be used with I, and with the plurals we are going to use are. So, is Surekha sitting in the room? What is my structure? I use my helping verb in the first position, then the subject in the second position, and the ing form of the verb. Am I wasting my time in gossip? Are you coming here tomorrow? Are they playing in the park? And so on and so on. So when we talk about the interrogative sentence, we always talk about the helping verb occupying the first position, then the subject, the ing form of the verb, and the rest of the sentence. The next one is the negative sentence. Now, what is the structure of framing a negative sentence? We simply have to add a not. The positive statements that we have learned, we add a not in that. Subject plus is, am, are plus not plus the ing form of it. For example, I am not going home today. They are not flying kites. He is not waiting for his father. You are not wasting your time. So with I, we use am plus not. With they, we use are plus not. With he, we use is plus not. And you, we use are plus not. And the ing forms of them. And now comes the interrogative negative. Since they are interrogative, so we know that the helpers are going to take the first position. The second position is going to be my subject. Then comes not and the I form of the verb. Am I not going home today? Are they not flying kites? Is she not waiting for the cab? Are you not wasting your time? And every sentence is going to end with a question. Now let us look at the ways in which we use the present continuous tense. The first use of the present continuous tense is to describe action which is in progress and continuity of the action. So it is taking place in a progressive manner and is in continuity of the action. For example, I am eating my lunch now. You see, the adverb now is used here. So those sentences in which you come across adverbs like now, just, at moment, etc., all these sentences are surely in the present continuous tense. Next sentence, shh, the baby is sleeping. This again is something which is describing an action which is taking place in progress. Someone is knocking at the door. You can hear someone knocking at the door, so it is in a continuation. I am working at the moment. At the moment, so present continuous tense. The second usage of the present continuous tense is to describe an action which is in progress, which is taking place, but it is not necessary that that action is taking place at the time of speaking. For example, he is writing a book in grammar. Okay. Now this is something which is taking place. There is somebody who's writing an English book. Not necessary that that person is writing when we are speaking, but this is the present situation that is being described. So since this is something which is in progress, so we write it in the present continuous tense. We are still importing medicines from abroad. This again is a present condition. If I give an example from the day-to-day life, we are still dealing with the COVID pandemic. Right? This is a present scenario that we are describing. So such situations are always described using the present continuous tense. The next usage is to describe the current trends, those things which are taking place, which are in trend these days. People are becoming less tolerant of smoking. So this is the trend. The tolerance level of people with respect to smoking is getting lesser day by day. Young people are becoming aware of their rights these days. So this is a trend that the youngsters are getting aware of their rights. So written in the present continuous tense. The next use is when you talk about some planned future actions. You see, those actions which have been by you, when you talk about those future actions, we always use the present continuous tense. For example, I am meeting my sister tomorrow. This is something which will take place tomorrow, which is future, but it is planned. They are buying a new car soon. Very soon they will buy. They have not brought it. They are not going to buy it today. They have neither bought it nor are buying it, but will buy it sometime soon. But since it is planned, therefore we use the present continuous tense. The next use is to talk about the repeated actions. Those actions which take place always, forever, continually or regularly, we use the present continuous tense for such actions. For example, she is always making excuses. Always is used here, so is making excuses. They are regularly arguing about something or the other. Regularly, so present continuous tense. He is forever talking in the class. So forever is. So those actions in which you come across the words like always, forever, regularly, continuously, we use the present continuous tense. Now the next usage of the present continuous tense says, sometimes we come across both the simple present tense and the present continuous tense in the same sentence. There are a few situations in which you use the present continuous tense and the present simple present tense in the same sentence. For example, the phone always rings when we are having dinner. You see, the first sentence is written in the simple present tense, and the second part of the sentence is written in the present continuous tense. Now, such actions, when you come across the word when, then there are two sentences which are joined using when. In those sentences, we use the present tense in the first position and the present continuous tense in the second position. This is something that you have to keep in mind. And what is the logic behind it? Now, that action which is taking place in progression is to be written in the present continuous tense. Okay? And the action which interrupts in between is to be written in the simple present tense. In this example that we've read, the phone always rings when we are having dinner. What was the action in progress? We are having dinner. And what interrupted we having dinner? The phone ring. So that is something which is to be written in the simple present tense, and we are having dinner is the present continuous tense. Alright? So now let us look at the exercises so that we can learn about it better. Fill in the blanks using the simple present tense or the present continuous tense of the verbs given in the bracket. Those girls dash always noise. Always is written, so we know this is the continuous tense. So though these girls are always making noise. Right? I shall tell him the news as soon as I dash him. I shall tell him the news as soon as I see him. This is something which is being spoken in general. A present tense is used. No continuation, no progression is taking place in the sentence. The telephone dash again. It sometime dash 20 times a day. Again is used. Repetition. Remember, this is the use of present continuous tense, that it talks about an action which is repeated. So the telephone is ringing again. It dashed 20 times a day. And now this is talking about a custom that takes place. When we talk about a custom, it is the simple present tense. So it sometimes rings 20 times a day. I dash a doll. I dash to finish it soon. You are make a doll. You are doing something. So that is in progression. I am making a doll. I dash to finish it soon. I expect to finish it soon. She dash now. She regularly dash in the afternoon. Now, that means something which is taking place right now. So she is knitting now, and she regularly knits in the afternoon. So this ways, my dear students, you are going to attempt the rest of the sentences. So with this, we come to the end of the present continuous tense and their uses. I hope the same is clear to you. So I shall pause here now and will see you in the next lecture. So thank you.